Hey everybody, today we're going to show you Anothersole's Anytime Flats. So these shoes are suitable for women, be it if you wear in the spring, summer, autumn, winter sometimes. And let me show you what the shoe and why is it special in the first place. So first, let's talk about the construction of the shoe and the materials that are being used. As you can see on this table over here, there are many different colors that these flats come in, be it a black version. We have a white version here as well. There are different materials that we use, for example. So this is a pebbled leather. This one over here, this one is called Paloma. And then we have also special limited editions in terms of patterns, designs. This one is, you can see here, a very special limited edition version, which celebrates flamingos, pineapples, umbrellas. And then this one over here is very special as well. You can see this is like croco skin. However, this is using the same type of cowl leather that's being used in the other versions. Just that you can see it's a special version that we have created as well. And then sometimes we do drop limited edition prints. So this very beautiful silhouette right here, this one is of palm trees. If you're missing tropical islands and stuff like that, then this shoe is for you as well. Yeah. So first of all, I just want to go through over our classic collection. So our classic collection, most of the time, you can see we're using very muted colors. This is so that you can basically wear it to work. You can wear it with several outfits when you go for shopping and stuff. And if you can see, my hand is semi-big. So you can see the shape and the form size is a very comfortable size in terms of bringing it around. The first special thing about this shoe is basically its materials. This is made of genuine full grain leather. This specific model right here is from Argentina. So if you can see here, the leather is very soft. Okay, if I press it down as well, or if I move it, if I touch on it, it's a very soft, smooth type of leather. This type of leather is called pebbled leather. This is a bit rougher. However, the grain of the shoe, so this is a leather shoe, right? Both of them are leather shoes. The grain of both of them are still very thick. If you know anything about leather, there's fake leather and then there's always genuine leather. So genuine leather, obviously, more expensive to produce, more expensive to manufacture, but at the same time, very high quality leather, which lasts a very long time. So a lot of shoe brands, they kind of cheap out on their materials. They use something called polyurethane or PU, and that sort of fake leather, you'll basically crease over time. Whereas if you wear genuine leather in general, the shoe should actually bend to your foot size and your foot shape. The reason why is because leather breathes. If you see the texture right here, you can see the cowl height, right? When they strip the leather from the cowl, it's basically real material. So you can see over here, all the way to the back of the shoe, to the insides of the shoe as well. So once again, if you've never worn a leather shoe, I highly recommend you to get maybe a flats in terms of a classic version first, right? If you want to try a white, I think this is a very elegant piece as well that you can pair up with your work attire. Very easy silhouette you can basically pair with many different outfits, be it a sundress, be it your work formal attire. This goes very well because it's very basic or simple silhouette. It's very low-key colorway at the same time, right? You can see here the leather is very beautiful. So besides the leather, if you did not know, we also use LWG gold standard leather. So LWG is basically a group or an organization which rates leather tanneries. So this material right here, they have to strip from the cow. And when you have material like this, it's a very messy process in production. So LWG basically means they certify that the leather that we are using, for example, has achieved excellence in environmental practices, for example, in water treatment and stuff like that, right? So we want to make sure that as we produce more and more shoes as well, it's an environmentally sustainable practice for you guys to actually buy this shoe at the same time. So we source our materials or the leather from different parts of the world. So there's stuff from Argentina, there's stuff from Italy, there's some from Spain at the same time. But nonetheless, when you buy an Anothersole shoe, you're always greeted with a very high quality product with all of the stitching made sure in terms of the quality control, so that when you actually use and wear the shoe over time, it gets better over time. It gets more comfortable over time. You can see maybe the shoe to start with, it's actually a bit stiff, right? It's a bit stiff, a bit hard. As you wear the shoe, you can see this shoe has been worn for quite a while. It bends, right? It really bends. It's very flexible, and it bends to the shape of your feet as well. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the next thing, which is the moisture wicking insole. This thing here is called the footbed. I'm going to take it out for you so you can actually see the construction of the shoe. So you can see here, a lot of people call it an insole. This is basically made of a plant-based material. So you can see over here, it's made of plants. Okay, so this is a sustainable material to produce this Fitbit at the same time. What's special about this is that many of our customers comment that they don't feel tired after wearing this insole, even after they walk, for example, 10,000 steps a day. The reason why is because this is a sports engineered Fitbit. So this is a lifestyle shoe, right? You can wear it with formal outfits or informal outfits, or if you're going on your weekend shopping, you can wear this silhouette, right? But you combine that with sports technology in the Fitbit, and you get a very, very nice combination of footwear. What's so special about this particular shoe, right? You can see at the back. This is called the heel cushion. So when your heel, for example, okay, pretend or imagine this is your feet, right? Your heel strikes down here, right? So you actually do need a hard support in terms of your heel cushion, and this is what the cushion, this pillow over here, this elevated piece of cushion right here provides for you. So you can see over here, if I press this, it is actually pretty tough. It is not soft. It's meant to be hard to support your heel, right? So your heel does not have any pain. The reason why this is important because as you age, for example, your bones actually become weaker. So there's actually support over here. The second thing that's very interesting is that this is ergonomically beneficial for people with flat feet as well. So if you see the curvature of this right here, right, it kind of goes up and it goes down, right? You can see this indentation right here. This allows the arc of your feet to preserve that arc. Okay, if you don't have an arc, for example, people with flat feet, it's very, very painful. And so this is actually the thing that's supporting you within structure of the leather itself. So how do we actually construct the shoe? If you see, I'm just flinging it about. This is a very, very lightweight construction right here, right? It's a very bendable thing. The reason how this is being constructed is because this sole right here is made of real leather. Yeah, so other brands as well, they will put a bit of plastic in the sole. There's actually a big difference between real rubber and like plastic infused rubber. This is real rubber right here. This weighs about 280 grams and it's very, very flexible. So if I remove this Fitbit right here, the actual construction of the shoe, it can bend. It can bend so much that if you ever wanted to travel, you actually can put this and it doesn't require any space. Very easy for travel at the same time. So why this is very important is because the construction of the shoe, you can see the stitching over here. It was extremely difficult. It took a lot of research and development to create this, but we stitched the leather all the way into the rubber insole right here. And then you have one perfect piece of material right here that is, it's just one piece, right? You can see here, the seams of the stitching is perfect. So that's why this shoe will last you a very long time because real rubber doesn't degrade necessarily and leather itself gets better over time, right? So that's why this is a very, very special shoe right here. So another thing that people really like is that because you can see this rubber right here, it's very, very close to the ground. So you have a very low profile shoe that's very, very stable. At the same time, you have the cushion to support that stability. This shoe is suitable for the summertime as well as the winter time or even the autumn time if it's not too cold. And the reason why is because real leather allows moisture to escape. So especially in the summertime, right, when it gets very, very hot, your feet is basically stuck in a shoe. Or when you're at work, you're basically wearing your shoe for like 8 to 10 hours, for example. Inevitably, your feet is going to sweat. So all of that moisture, for example, this material allows the sweat to dissipate, to pull through. And because it's leather, it will naturally evaporate out at the same time. So if you have a plastic or polyurethane, moisture can't really, it's basically trapped inside. So your feet and your shoe gets really smelly. In this case here, this shoe does not do that. So that's why this is special at the same time. So this is basically the construction of the shoe. This is why it's special. We have sold over 400,000 of these shoes. A lot of people comment that when they wear this shoe, their feet do not get tired even after walking for a long time. And that's because of the combination of the high quality material and also of the Fitbit. Yeah. Many people also buy on average about 3 to 4 shoes themselves because once they find a silhouette, once they find a shoe that it's extremely comfortable, they want to stick with it. And that's why we have also produced multiple colors at the same time. All right. So if you have the chance to actually wear genuine full grain leather, I do recommend you to get one just to try for yourself. And if you like multiple, then we have other colors at the same time. So now I'm just going to show you the last thing would be how we infuse creativity and design into the other shoes right here. So as you can see right here, these two shoes are basically the same model. However, over here, we use a bit of some laces right here. And over here, we use a ribbon type of material, right? So we can basically innovate on different things. We can innovate on the color, we can innovate on the material, and we can innovate on the laces. And then we also have other shoes that are, you just allow it to slip on basically without even tying anything. Yeah, but both shoes, very, very similar at the same time. You can see this one over here. Once again, we've innovated on the type of leather. So this is pebbled leather right here. Reason why you would choose something like a pebbled leather versus a smooth type of leather is because maybe you scuff up your shoes a lot. You scuff up your shoes. So I have a fingernail here and I'm scratching against the surface and it doesn't really scratch, right? This could not be the same for maybe a smooth type of leather right here, right? So it depends on your type of lifestyle, your type of job. Maybe you are walking around a lot and you want something that's a bit more sturdy. And so you might want to choose something like a pebbled leather. And as you can see, the shoelaces are different at the same time. Yeah. But once again, the construction of the shoe is made identical. It's just the materials that support your feet are basically different. It's very, very easy for you to dress up in multiple outfits. If you're wearing a dress, if you're wearing formal attire, this black version could be a very low-key silhouette for yourself. So you can see here, I'm just going to give you a 360 look at the shoe. From the top, from the right-hand side. From the back, we have our logo here. It's very, very low-key. So if you like a quiet luxury sort of shoe, this is basically it. There's nothing that you're really very, very flashy about. And over here as well is a very, very beautiful touch where the shoelaces, eyelet tips are basically gold at the same time. So once again, this can be paired with something very, very formal. All right. So let's bring in something else right here. So what you're seeing over here, yeah. So you can see this is a white version, this is a black version. Both of them very, very elegant, but also can pair with multiple outfits at the same time. Then these ones, for example, Palomas, the leather is also a bit softer as well. And once it breaks in, you can clearly see the texture, right? This one here, you can see the laces are different as well. So you can see these are flat laces. These ones are thick circular laces. So it's a bit different. Same shoe, different material, innovating on different things. But leather, once again, always very, very high quality. So sometimes, as I mentioned just now, we do drop some limited edition shoes. Every fashion season, we have different shoes that come out. This is just one of the collections. And normally, of course, these are produced in limited quantities. So you can see this shoe, there's different types of prints right here. And we do drop animal prints. We drop fruit prints like lemons, toucans, animals and stuff. Yeah, so this is one of an example of another shoe. And then this is a version of another print shoe. So you can see these are palm trees. If you like to be a bit louder on the weekdays, you're dressing up for formal activities, right? You may want to choose something like this, right? Very simple, very elegant. If you are feeling a bit loud and you want to dress up a bit, then you can pair this with this shoe right here, right? Very, very beautiful shoe. It's the same shoe, and you get the same comfort. And if you want to go very, very formal, or if you like a very sophisticated look, you can go with something like this crocodile skin right here. So you can see this crocodile pattern. Although this is still a bovine cow leather, full grain leather, but you can see the crocodile skin and design makes it look very, very sophisticated. So obviously for the same amount of materials, for example, if you go to an extreme high-end luxury brand, this will probably cost you $1,500 to $2,000. Anothersole shoes are basically below $200 and below, so it's a very good deal at the same time. So you can see here, leather is very, very good quality and a very nice shoe in general. The last shoe that I want to show you today is something extremely fancy at the same time. This is, you can see, it's a glitter type of shoe. It's a sparkly shoe over here, and you can see the glitter that is sparkling, especially when I move it around. You can see here, as I move the shoe, it sparkles, right? So if you want to wear this with a formal dress, going to a prom, going to a formal event, something like that, maybe this shoe is a very dainty shoe that you can pair with a dress at the same time. And once again, you can see you can compare. The laces are different as well. This is a flat lace versus this is a circular lace at the same time, right? Once again, you can clearly see I have so many shoes on the table right now, and it really depends on your personality and your preference. Which type of shoe you prefer, which type of shoe matches your personality. and which one you actually like when you pair multiple outfits. Obviously, I do recommend you, if you buy multiple shoes, there's a discount on the website at the same time. But maybe I would suggest maybe get something low key first, right? Once you figure out your sizing, once you're very comfortable with that size, then maybe start getting some limited editions, and then you can stack up your collection to have multiple things for different days at the same time. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you want to choose a pair of shoe for yourself, click the link down below. Check out the shoe for yourself, and you'll be surprised, right? We have a couple of new design drops every single month, every 3 months or so. And so maybe you'll find something you like, right? Something that will suit your personality. All right. Thank you so much, and click the link below. See you.